Hi guys. So this morning I had someone reach out to me and ask why I check my ketones and my blood glucose, and they asked me how do I do it. And so I thought I would just jump on here, record a quick little video and show you how I test my blood sugars and my ketones. It's actually really easy, but honestly I remember when I was first starting to do this, it seemed kind of overwhelming at first because it was something that I was not familiar with at all, and so I didn't know where to start or what to do, and it just kind of felt, a little bit nervous. And so I thought it'd be great to just jump on here and show you what I do now. It's super easy. It's very easy to do, and it takes no time at all. So I'll start by saying I use the Keto-Mojo to test my glucose and ketones because if you get the strips, it's one of the cheaper strips that you'll end up buying. And so they cost about $1 a strip for the ketones. The blood glucose strips are less than that. And so I just find I like it better because I like to test frequently. I enjoy testing. It's just something that my OCD brain, I like the numbers, so I like to test. So I use the Keto-Mojo, and then I've just got a regular Lancet that I got from my supermarket, the H-E-B store. And so what I've done is I've already put a needle in there, and these are the super thin Lancets, and so I just put that in there. I've only put it on a 2. I don't need it to go very deep. You can have it go all the way up to 7 on this thing, and I'm at the lowest little puncture. So start small, put a needle in there, put it on the lowest settings, see if it punctures the skin. If you've got thick calluses, you're probably going to need to up those settings and increase them a bit. So then once I've got my needle ready, I've actually already got my strips. If you can see them down here, the strips are ready. So I just choose a finger, I wipe it with a little cotton pad that I have rubbing alcohol on, so just wiping it off. And then I like to start with the glucose first, just because it only takes 5 seconds and the ketone takes 10 seconds. So let me make sure I pulled that. I charged it back, and so then the little strip, it just goes right into the monitor, and it's gonna turn on, and then it'll start flashing. It checks, this is just the way the Keto-Mojo works. And then once I see the little blood drop, it's ready to go. So then on the side of my finger, you can kind of see, I just kind of do it up top on the side, and I just puncture, and then that actually, there we go. So I got some blood. You just kind of squeeze your finger. So I kind of wipe off the first bit. So just squeeze your finger, get some blood out. If you can see that should be enough. And then I just put it on this strip, and it counts down, it takes 5 seconds. Let's see what I got. And I'm at 75. So that's a very good reading for me. And so that's 75. So then you just pop that little thing out, and I kind of wipe off. I made a mess with my blood. So usually it's enough. I can squeeze out another drop. There we go. I just squeeze out. Ooh, kind of making a mess. I'm just being sloppy here. I take my ketone strip, and then I put it into the same meter, because this meter will do ketones and glucose. And then I wait, it's checking again. I wait for it to tell me that it's ready. It's ready. So then I go ahead and I get the blood in there, and it takes 10 seconds. So it counts down. 5, 4, 3, let's see where we're at. And we are at 0.7. So nutritional ketosis, I'm very happy with that. I've been fasting since yesterday morning at breakfast. So I think I'm around 30 hours right now fasting. So that's a great number for me. I'm very pleased because recently I started to bring some carbohydrates into my diet. And so I've been happy that I've been able to stay in nutritional ketosis, keep those numbers up, but still bring in some oatmeal, which has been helping my digestion. So that's how you check your blood sugars and your ketones. It's very easy, but if you haven't ever done it before, it might seem kind of complicated. I love the Keto-Mojo. I've used a couple of other different brands, but some of the other brands, the ketone strips will cost upwards of $2 or more per strip, and so that's why I like this brand. And someone asked, and the same person also asked, how do I know if is it helping me? What symptoms I noticed? And as many of you know, if you're following me, I do have Crohn's disease. And so being in ketosis by itself, I don't think necessarily makes a huge difference for my Crohn's, but I think it's a piece of the puzzle. Being in ketosis helps your body to keep the inflammation down, and so I think it's helping in that regard. I do notice a very big mental boost. I have a lot of mental clarity. I feel that sustained energy. So I do get those benefits, which a lot of people talk about being in ketosis. And so that's what I see the biggest improvement in when I do that. It's not necessarily with my Crohn's symptoms, yay or nay, because I've still had many flare-ups even though I've been in ketosis, but I do think it's part of that bigger picture. With those of us with Crohn's, we know that there's not that one magic bullet, but I think there are certain things that we can each do that'll be different for each of us, but helps to create a better, picture for how we can take care of our health. For me, staying in ketosis is one way that definitely helps in the overall management of my Crohn's. Not the whole picture, but it definitely plays a role. So I hope that was helpful. I hope it was beneficial. That's how I check my ketones and my blood glucose. I like to do it pretty often, once a day, a couple times a day sometimes, or maybe I'll go a few days and not check it. But thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.